Hey there, it's Crafty Jenna Bug. I told myself I wasn't going to film for a little while. After Defember and trying to post as frequently as I was, I said, you know, you deserve a little break. I have so many other things I need to do, but there's the things that are calling to me, and I've been in my craft room the past couple of days, and I've been called to the craft room. That led me to this. Yeah, I've been making journals like mad. I've got a planner I'm working on. I was inspired by 49 dragonflies, so I've used one of her most recent printables for some of the layout, because I really wanted to have months and weeks. I don't want to go too far because there's personal stuff in it. So, you know, I was in here yesterday making the cover page for the month, and then I have a little pocket over here and a little tab of something I found. I'm going to keep track of my books in here and my steps. And I did, like she does, a signature for each month for 4 months at a time. And I just used random pages that I had laying around. Some are book pages that were painted on. Others were envelope. There's an envelope in there that has my kiddo's name on it. Oh, I meant to sew that in before I meant to sew this into a pocket before I put it in there. Oh well. Music pages, dyed pages, offcuts, just whatever. Craft paper. I want to get back into using junk to make journals. And so I think that's going to be my focus this year for my craft videos. That and whatever other crafts I happen to be doing at the time. You guys, if you've been here a minute, you know junk journaling has taken over my soul. So, to the project at hand. I want to make an art journal, something that I can just carry around with me, doodle in. If I find something random I want to glue into it, I can glue into it. I want a journal, an art journal to play in. Usually that's my sketchbook, but I don't know. I'm inspired. Let's just put it that way. So I have this Amazon shipping envelope, that's what I was looking for. And it has, you know, the opening on one side. I'm going to use that as a pocket. This will be my cover. It seemed like a fair enough size. It's a little big, but you know, we'll make it work. And then I have an amalgamation of papers. I've got music papers. I've got printer test sheet. You know, I was testing out a bunch of those distress stain daubers and attempted to make a video, and I don't know that it'll ever see the light of day, but graph paper I dyed. This is a book page. Just random. That was from the Defember video where I was making the brick wall. And I just grabbed random things, notebook paper. This is from a kid's, in public school, they get an agenda. There's a page from there. School workbooks my kid brought home at the end of school years that, you know, she never used. Just things that would have been thrown away. Maybe not the book page, but then I've got some packing paper folded in half. And over here, same thing. I've got offcuts and random book pages. And I use this when cleaning my gel plate. Just anything I felt like adding. Coloring book pages of books that will never color in. I could have thrown them away. Book page. This is book page is our thoughts about Jennifer. Jen is short for Jennifer. Someone was throwing away a bunch of books. They were on the side of the road. They got rained on. I grabbed them all, or the majority of them, and used them. I don't feel bad about ripping them up because they were literal trash. More book page. These are smaller sheets. I got some pages folded long. Same. That came out of one of those books that were rained on. I had this underneath things I was painting. Piece of paper that was on my desk. This was from using the brayer with jelly printing. Just random things. Dyed papers. This was an offcut. This was, I don't know that I made the video for these, but I just glued stripped. These were all offcuts from making journals. This is all scrapbook paper and random papers. It was literally just sitting in my small stash, my small piece stash. I have different size boxes for different size pieces of paper and really trying to use up the scraps. But I just glued them overlapping each other and made a piece of paper with them. And then I sewed around it because it's a little flimsy. But that's a page. Another one here. Oh, the glue's coming undone. I could always glue it back together, or I could, you know, gesso over it or whatever. And then an offcut sewed together to make a foldable page. Just, like I said, random stuff. I just kind of went around my craft room and went, yip, 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 yip. The caffeine is kicked in, can you tell? So that's what this is going to be. Just random pages in an art journal. And I might paint all over. You know, this might get completely painted over and it'll be fine. Or I could collage on it or whatever. I just want an art journal. Something that I won't feel limited by. You know, with a sketchbook, you don't want to rip out the pages. I get a little precious about like my store-bought sketchbook. Whereas with this, I will feel more inclined to trash it. You know what I mean? Like just wildly experiment. I think that's what I want to go for. So that was a really long-winded way to say what I'm going to do. Did I have anything in here I wanted to sew? Nah, we'll figure that out later. Okay, we're just winging it. So now I'm just going to assemble signatures like I would with any other journal I make. I have, let's see, how many? I have quite a few pages. We'll do 3 or 4 signatures. I think that should be sufficient. Well, we have 4 of these, so that could very easily become 4 signatures. And now I'm just going to stop picking this up, or I could just rip it off and throw it in here too. Why not? Why not? Indeed. Let's do it. This is the energy I'm bringing into 2025. Alright, now we got 2 extra pages. I was tired of picking it up by accident. Okay, and that is 1 signature. I'm gonna assemble the other signatures off camera, and we'll be back. I have my signatures assembled. So the next thing I will do is make sure they fit. I think that's a good idea. Make sure they will all fit. I keep forgetting that's sticky where I pulled off. Okay, that should work. How many kind of spacing should I put? I'm gonna go nuts with this, so I should probably space the signatures about 1 centimeter apart. All right, so let me get this one so I can find the center. How long is this? This is 12, 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. This will be my center point. Let's go here. 7.5. Alright, so that is my center. I want to leave this open so that I can add things into the pocket. I want to leave this open as a pocket. I do think I want to sew around this before, because I'm not adding anything to this. Normally I would cover my cover in fabric, but I think I'm going to leave it and just paint on it once the book is assembled. I'm literally going nuts with this. Would it make more sense to decorate this before I make the book? Probably, but I'm not feeling that right now. This is all one big experiment, and if I like it, maybe I'll make more of these. If I don't like it, I'll disassemble it and use it for other things. No biggie. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew around 3 sides because I do not want to sew this shut, and I don't want to disassemble it so that I can have stitching here. I can always hand stitch it later if I really want to, but that's the plan. Be right back. All right, I used a multicolored rayon thread that I have in my stash. I found a few really big bags, gallon-sized Ziploc bags almost, full of different spools of thread, and they were just a couple of dollars for each bag. I've never used this thread before, but I'm so excited by it. That turned out super cool. So, don't mind me while I nerd out over here. All right, we have 4 signatures. This is the center. I want to separate these by a centimeter. Wait, that's not how that should work, because then there will be 2 centimeters. I need 2 separate. Oh, nice. I need to do it at the ½ centimeter mark, because then there's 1 centimeter between. Yeah, cool. So let's do that up here. 1 centimeter. No, I did it again. Ah, math. That's where I need to poke holes. How many holes do I want per signature? I mean, I should probably do 5. Oh, this one is a lot shorter. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 5 whole pamphlet stitch is probably best. So then let's find the center. All right, so center's here. 1 1/4 and 3. 1 1/4 and 3. All right, so I know where I'm punching my holes here. All right, I have my tools. I went ahead and found my thread. I'm going to use this beautiful teal colored embroidery floss, as we're going for mildly tacky. So I think I'm going to try a different method, a slightly different process, I should say, for getting these signatures into the book. Typically, I would have a separate template that I would lay on here, mark my hole, punch my holes through, and then use that same template to poke holes in my signature. But in this case, I think I'm just going to do this, which I need some paper clips. I'm going to make sure that my pages are all where I want them to be, snug up against the crease, and then I will paper clip them, which might be difficult with all of these different paper sizes, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, like that. That, and then maybe one more on top just for extra. Okay, I got that going now. And then I think I'm going to just set this here and punch through the signature and the spine at the same time. See if that saves me any headache. And then I'll just sew it in while it's there. You know what I mean? So let's find a hole and find the middle. And then we'll just do this and stabby stab. Did I go through everything? We are actually right under where I wanted it to be. Did I go through all of it? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to have to adjust by hooking these holes just under. So there is a flaw in my logic. I mean, I guess I don't have to adjust anything, really. I just know for sure that I will have my holes lined up. Okay. So, I'm learning this is not the best method. Surprise. If it works for you, sweet. It does seem faster so far. I'm not timing it though, so there's really no way to know. As usual, I have 3 times the height of my pages for the length of my thread. And I'm just doing a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. It's my favorite when it comes to this. It's definitely my favorite when I have several heights of paper, like I do here, because they're all guaranteed to get at least one needle poke through them. Sorry, I should learn by now that I should not talk while working. Make sure those are tight. Flip this over, make sure those are tight. Let's go. Alright, not a bad start. Alright, so there is one of my signatures sewn in, and I will sew in the remaining signatures off camera in the same exact method. There we have it. I've got my signatures sewn in. This is going to need some assistance with wanting to bend as well as I'd like it, but with growth comes spine expansion. I mean, look at how much that can expand. But yeah, all my signatures are sewn in. This is ready to be worked in. And I'm so excited to have an art journal to start 2025 with. Something I can just do whatever I want. I don't have... Oh, that's fun. Did not expect that to happen. Something I can just, you know, go nuts and play around in. Did I really? Okay, back to back. Oops, that got upside down. Oh well, it's fine. It's gonna get covered in paint and all sorts of other things anyway. I might just come through and use the blank pages to clean my brayer off when I'm gel printing or whatever. Clean stamps on. I just want to go create in here with just reckless abandon. That's my goal for this journal. Reckless abandon and creation. That sort of thing. Not being precious about any of these pages. Not, you know, just like, for instance, there was a rip here. I sewed in the signature and I said, oh, I've got some extra thread left over, and I just did some cross stitches down this, up and down this rip. It already partially ripped a little bit, but it was fun. And it was the kind of reckless abandon that I am trying for with this journal. Things I wouldn't normally do in my regular journal or in my other junk journals. Just something I can, you know, take with me and doodle in if I feel so inclined. I can gesso on pages to make, you know, a more, not universe, a more, what's the word I want? Use some white gesso or white acrylic paint to cover a page so that I have some space to draw or what have you, especially something like this where it's dark and patterned. I can just put a little bit of gesso down and let it dry and have a like blank canvas kind of thing. Or I can just collage all over this and go nuts. There really are no rules. I'm just, like I said, reckless abandon. If I want to fold something over and create a pocket, I will. If I want to sew pages together or glue them together, if I just want to sit here and color in this page, whatever. It's just something for me to feel like I can get lost in and just have fun, just play. So that's the plan. I might add pockets. I might not. I think my first order of business might be to take it this way and paint on this front, just paint black on it or something, and then collage, or I don't know yet. I don't know. I just wanted to make a book that I could feel like I could go insane in, and that's the plan for this. There was a pocket. Oh, this one, when I folded this, or when I sewed this in, this was already folded, and I said, yeah, I could straighten it out, or I could leave it, and it's a little tuck spot. Whatever. This is not going to stay closed, but I'll put something heavy on it so that it learns how it needs to lay. Anyway, I still have the pocket in the back if I want to just put stuff in it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and that you were inspired to create a crazy art journal. That there's really no other way. Like, this is a very chaotic and crazy art journal that I am so excited to just go nuts in. Yeah, in a way that I don't feel I can in my sketchbook. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.